I'm tracking 2 storms the next 10 days. Let's get into the latest details. Tuesday morning, there's a threat for a wintry mix, even some ice, wind sheltered valleys. That cold air settles in. You get some very light precip, especially if the storm comes in early in the day on Tuesday. The next storm is late in the week, Thursday into Friday, so Thanksgiving into Black Friday. Significant storm threat starting to be picked up on the trend here. Holiday travel will be impacted if everything combines with the storm at the right time or the wrong time if you're traveling and starts to push in. Here's the weather pattern changing. So go up in the sky 25,000 feet. You've got your jet stream, your weather highway. A ridge builds in the west, a trough in the east. The bigger the ridge out west, the bigger the trough in the east. And that's a signal for storms on the east coast. We'll talk about that now. Storm energy combining or phasing. When you've got two main pieces combined at the right time, you get that for a big storm. You need that for a big storm. If one of those pieces of energy misses, the storm will just go out to sea and it would miss the East Coast. But right now, the trend is for those two combined. And if that happens, we have a snowfall trend increasing too through early December, especially inland and away from the coast. It is tough to get snow along the coastline this time of the year, especially to get the stick, because the ground is still technically on the warm side. And it has been warm. We need a lot of cold air. And we're going to get that as we get to the forecast here in the AO trend. The Arctic Oscillation. So think about the North Pole. All the cold air is bottled up in the North Pole. When that goes negative, the AO, we get a cold snap. And that's the trend right now. We're going negative, -1, -2 to start December. So that's a trend for that North Pole cold air to kind of break off and come down south. And the NAO is a North Atlantic Oscillation. So that helps to make big storms. When that goes negative, you've got a blocking pattern, most likely in a trough on the East Coast. And here's that storm signal. The location of all these L's here would be a storm signal. And that's critical. The trend does show a lot of L's, or would be one storm, right over the Gulf of Maine. And that trend is starting to pop up. And the track of that L, or that storm, the area of low pressure, is critical and crucial for us to get snow, especially in New England this time of the year. The latest details right here on Jason Nappy Weather.